What if I told you that in just 7 days, 30,000 ordinary citizens shook the foundations of a nation? Without a single foreign aid dollar, without political speeches, without waiting for permission. What if I told you they rewrote history with nothing but bamboo brooms and sheer willpower? This is the story of Burkina Faso's Broom Revolution, a movement so powerful the world can't stop talking about it, and so dangerous to the old world order that global media can't decide whether to praise it or fear it. The Burkina Faso can burk in silence to freeze dates, the Remain the Randy says, move 'em like 7,000 weeks orses perbatting with other companies' extenses, and the topperkin with the living a will for that the KO world. Burkina Faso, a landlocked nation in the heart of West Africa, has just proven that true change doesn't always come from presidential decrees or billion-dollar projects. Sometimes it comes from the hands of everyday people, united by purpose, driven by pride, and led by a vision that refuses to bow to foreign dictates. In July 2025, something extraordinary happened. Across Ouagadougou, from busy markets to quiet rural villages, an unprecedented wave of citizen action swept the country. It wasn't a protest. It wasn't a political rally. It was a mission to clean, restore, and reclaim their homeland. They called it the Broom Revolution. It's 7 days straight that our after-need-directed nation, or realize with foreign aid and staveling. For 7 days straight, over 30,000 men, women, and children armed themselves with nothing more than brooms, burlap sacks, and determination. They cleared garbage from streets, repainted schools, scrubbed hospital walls, and revitalized public spaces. But this wasn't just about trash. This was about sending a message to themselves, to their leaders, and to the world that Burkina Faso will build its own destiny. What if I told you that GU brooms to freeze to broom foreign aid dollars their fear into the old world dollar companies, the grand and the crumon airbises from their elites? Guiding this movement was President Ibrahim Traore, whose vision for Burkina Faso's future is grounded in 3 principles: sovereignty, controlling the nation's resources, decisions, and destiny; self-reliance, empowering citizens to solve their own problems; unity, fostering a national identity that refuses to be divided by foreign influence. Lettuce and the best. The primary med was inconsistence, filling the game down in trial oxycone. The privocol de Steves, notices in wills and waldas. He gave you 3,000 medicated number, preview, 6+ in tally, traditation. Traore didn't order this movement, he inspired it, and that's why it worked. The citizens weren't cleaning because the government told them to. They were cleaning because they believed in the mission. They realized in the grand citizen's fist, that can traditional love, sometimes may be beater, in some place in children, that to preview believed in the old world dollar's background. For decades, Africa's story has been written by others, foreign powers, international media, and global corporations. But the Broom Revolution flips the script. It says, we are not waiting for saviors. We are our own solution. And the South is no free. International media outlets have covered the story, some with admiration, others with skepticism. Western analysts call it symbolic, but not structural. Pan-African thinkers see it as a turning point, proof that collective action can spark national renewal. On social media, the hashtags #BroomRevolution and #AfricaRising trended for days. TikTok videos of massive cleanup brigades went viral. Africans in the diaspora expressed pride, saying, "This is the Africa they never show on TV." In African culture, the broom is more than a cleaning tool. It's a symbol of unity. Individual straws bound together for strength. Alone, each straw is weak. Together, they can sweep away anything. The Broom Revolution embodied that metaphor perfectly. Traore's Vision 2050 imagines a Burkina Faso and an Africa where nations are self-sufficient, economies are industrialized, and citizens hold the power to shape their future. The Broom Revolution might seem small compared to massive infrastructure projects or military reforms, but it represents the foundation of that vision: empowered, united citizens. The lesson here is simple. Africa's transformation will not be televised in boardrooms or dictated by foreign aid agreements. It will happen when millions of people decide, like the people of Burkina Faso did, that their country is worth fighting for, broom in hand. So as you watch this story, ask yourself, if 30,000 people can change the face of a nation in 1 week, what could 300 million Africans do if they united for one cause? Welcome to African Spotlight 24, your premier source for news and current affairs from across the continent. We're glad you're here. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe, like, and turn on notification to stay up to date with the latest news and analysis. Your support helps us reach more people.
The nation comes together to clean its land in just 7 days. 30,000 citizens take part in a nationwide cleanup, led by President Ibrahim Traore. What's amazing is that the nation achieved so much in just 7 days. But what makes the story even more interesting is that it happened in Burkina Faso, a country grappling with extremist violence and a struggling economy. Yet the Burkina people found a way to come together and transform their nation for the better. And what they achieved in just 7 days is nothing short of miraculous. The power of community, how 30,000 citizens transformed Burkina Faso in just 7 days. It was July 2025. The people of Burkina Faso were preparing for an extraordinary event. For 7 days, the nation would come together for a massive cleanup campaign, an initiative launched by President Ibrahim Traore. He called on every Burkinabe, regardless of age, gender, or location, to take up a broom and burlap sack and participate in the national cleanup. The response was overwhelming. Over 30,000 citizens answered the call and descended onto the streets, markets, hospitals, and schools across the country. They swept, raked, and cleared debris from public spaces, restoring order and sanitation to their communities. What made this achievement even more remarkable was the diversity of participants. Students, traders, farmers, teachers, soldiers, all came together for a common purpose, leaving aside their differences and working together for the greater good of their nation. But the impact of the cleanup went beyond just physical. It addressed deeper social issues, instilling civic pride and responsibility among the population. It was a powerful message to both the citizens and the government that everyone had a role to play in building a better Burkina Faso. The momentum behind the cleanup was unstoppable. From the bustling capital of Ouagadougou to remote villages in the Sahel, people enthusiastically participated in the initiative. Streets were transformed, markets became cleaner, and schools were made safe and conducive for learning. It wasn't just about clearing rubbish. It was about clearing the way for a brighter future for Burkina Faso. The enthusiasm and commitment displayed by the citizens were truly inspiring. People of all ages took part, making it a truly national effort. Families came together. Neighbors supported each other, and communities bonded over the shared goal of making their country cleaner and healthier. The cleanup campaign was not only about national pride, but also about health and dignity. By removing trash from their surroundings, the citizens of Burkina Faso were also improving their living conditions and protecting their health. They were creating a cleaner and safer environment for themselves and future generations. The people of Burkina Faso have shown that when a nation comes together with a shared purpose, there is no challenge too big to overcome. In just 7 days, they have transformed their country, proving that with unity, determination, and leadership, any goal can be achieved. The cleanup campaign serves as a reminder that change is possible, even in the face of adversity. It is an inspiration to other nations and a testament to the resilience and spirit of the people of Burkina Faso. Their story is a beacon of hope, showing that through collective effort, we can create a better world for ourselves and future generations. The landfill moment. In July 2025, Burkina Faso found itself at a crossroads. The nation was grappling with extremist violence and a struggling economy. But amidst these challenges, President Ibrahim Traore inspired the Burkina people with his vision for a cleaner, healthier nation. He challenged them to embark on a 7-day cleanup campaign, a chance to transform their country and redefine their identity. But many were skeptical. Could a nation torn by conflict and economic struggles come together and achieve something so ambitious? Could they create a positive change in such a short span of time? Yet the people of Burkina Faso, resilient and determined, answered the call. They rose to the challenge, proving that they were not just survivors, but also agents of change. As they swung their brooms and cleared the debris, they cleared away more than just dirt and trash. They cleared misconceptions about their country and its people. In those 7 days, Burkina Faso became a symbol of hope, proving that even in the face of adversity, it is possible to bring about positive change. The cleanup campaign was more than just a national exercise, it was a statement to the world. It said that despite the challenges they faced, the people of Burkina Faso were not defeated. They were not just enduring their struggles, but actively working towards a better future. It was a message of defiance to the extremists who sought to define their struggle and a testament to the strength and unity of the Burkina people. The cleanup campaign was a turning point for Burkina Faso. It was a moment that transcended the struggles and showcased the beauty and resilience of the nation. It was a landfill moment that redefined Burkina Faso and its people in the eyes of the world. And as the dust settled and the streets were cleared, the people of Burkina Faso stood tall, proud and hopeful for a better future. The Broom Revolution, the story of Burkina Faso's cleanup campaign, is not just about sanitation. It is a revolution led by an unlikely hero, the humble Broom. When President Ibrahim Traore called for a nationwide cleanup, he knew he had a tough task ahead of him. But he also knew that the solution lay in simplicity and unity. The Broom became a symbol of this unity, a tool that transcended social, economic, and political boundaries, bringing the nation together. For 7 days, the people of Burkina Faso took to the streets with their brooms, transforming their country and reclaiming their identity. The broom became a badge of honor, a sign of pride and ownership in their nation. This movement wasn't about foreign aid or complex solutions. It was about empowering the people and harnessing their collective strength. It was a revolution from the grassroots, a people-driven movement that resonated with millions. The impact of the Broom Revolution went beyond just cleanliness. It sparked a sense of discipline, responsibility, and civic engagement among the citizens. It instilled a sense of national pride and unity, reminding them of their shared history and culture. And as the campaign spread across the country, it became a unifying force, bridging divides and fostering a sense of community. The Broom Revolution was a testament to the power of simplicity. It showed that sometimes the most complex problems require the simplest solutions. It was a reminder that true change can come from the smallest of things and that one person's effort can inspire millions. In the end, it wasn't about the brooms themselves, but what they represented: unity, empowerment, and the collective strength of the people. The broom's impact was far-reaching, influencing similar movements across the country and inspiring a new sense of national pride. It was a revolution that swept through Burkina Faso, leaving behind a legacy of cleanliness, unity, and hope for a better future. Turning waste into profit, the cleanup campaign in Burkina Faso was more than just a symbolic gesture. It was a pragmatic step towards addressing the country's pressing challenges. By cleaning up their streets and public spaces, the citizens were not only improving the aesthetics of their environment, but also tackling crucial social and economic issues. The initiative focused on waste management and recycling, turning trash into a valuable resource. The collected waste was sorted, processed, and recycled, reducing the burden on landfills and creating opportunities for income generation. This approach not only promoted sustainability, but also empowered individuals and communities through income-generating activities. The campaign encouraged the establishment of local cooperatives that focused on recycling and reusing waste materials. These cooperatives provided employment opportunities and fostered entrepreneurship, contributing to the growth of the informal economy. By transforming waste into a source of income, Burkina Faso was moving towards a circular economy model. This innovative approach reduced waste, created jobs, and fostered sustainable development, setting an inspiring example for other nations. The international stage. The cleanup campaign in Burkina Faso did not go unnoticed on the global stage. It attracted the attention of international media and organizations, positioning Burkina Faso as a leader in citizen-driven development. However, the reaction to this remarkable initiative was mixed. Some praised the initiative as a model for citizen engagement and nation-building. International media highlighted the enthusiasm and commitment of the Burkina people in transforming their country. Organizations and individuals worldwide expressed admiration for the campaign, recognizing its potential to inspire similar movements in other nations. But there were also contrasting opinions. Some questioned the sustainability of the cleanup efforts and the long-term impact on waste management systems. They emphasized the need for comprehensive waste management strategies and infrastructure to ensure lasting change. Nevertheless, the international community acknowledged the significance of the cleanup campaign as a symbol of unity, pride, and self-reliance. It served as a reminder that positive change can come from within, and that citizen-led initiatives can drive significant improvements in a nation's well-being. Despite the mixed reactions, the cleanup campaign in Burkina Faso continues to be a subject of global interest and debate. Its success in uniting a nation and promoting positive change has inspired many and demonstrated the power of collective action. As the international community grapples with global challenges, the example set by Burkina Faso serves as a reminder that ordinary citizens can make extraordinary contributions to their nation's progress. Traore at the United Nations. Ibrahim Traore, the young president of Burkina Faso, burst onto the global political stage in January 2024, sending shockwaves with his bold critiques of the global order at the United Nations General Assembly. His address was not just a diplomatic speech, but a clarion call for change. He challenged the hypocrisy of the international community, calling out double standards and urging developed nations to take responsibility for their historical exploitation and continued neocolonial practices in Africa. He emphasized that Africa's challenges were not of its own making, but the result of forces beyond its control. His impassioned speech resonated with many African leaders and citizens who saw in him a powerful voice against decades of injustice and inequality. Traore's speech was a defining moment for Burkina Faso and Africa. It showcased the country's unwavering commitment to justice and equality on the global stage. His words were a stark reminder of the challenges that Africa continues to face and the urgent need for global cooperation to address them. It was a powerful message that demanded attention and called for a fundamental shift in the global power dynamics. Can Burkina Faso's untold story survive the storms ahead? The remarkable cleanup campaign in Burkina Faso has undoubtedly shown the world the incredible power of unity, determination, and leadership. It has painted a vivid picture of what can be achieved when a nation comes together with a shared purpose. However, as the nation moves forward, it is essential to recognize that the path ahead may not always be smooth. Burkina Faso still faces significant challenges, from security threats and economic instability to climate change and social tensions. These issues threaten to undermine the progress made and the hard-earned stability achieved. To ensure that Burkina Faso's untold story not only survives but thrives, several crucial steps must be taken. Firstly, sustaining the momentum of unity and national pride is vital. The cleanup campaign has shown that when citizens, government, and civil society work together, incredible things can be accomplished. Maintaining this spirit of collaboration and channeling it towards addressing the nation's multifaceted challenges will be key to its success. Secondly, investing in education and youth empowerment is paramount. Burkina Faso has a young and growing population. Nurturing their talents, providing quality education, and creating opportunities for employment and entrepreneurship will be essential in shaping a brighter future for the nation. By empowering its youth, Burkina Faso can ensure that its progress is not hindered by internal conflicts or external pressures. Moreover, Promoting good governance and transparency will be crucial in maintaining stability and fostering sustainable development. Upholding the rule of law, ensuring accountability and fighting corruption will create an enabling environment for businesses to thrive and for the country to attract foreign investment. Finally, strengthening regional and international partnerships will be vital in navigating the complex geopolitical landscape. Collaborating with neighboring countries, fostering peaceful coexistence, and engaging with the international community in a constructive manner will help shield Burkina Faso from external threats and create a supportive network for its development endeavors. In conclusion, while the cleanup campaign in Burkina Faso has been a beacon of hope and inspiration, the road ahead is fraught with challenges. Sustaining unity, investing in the youth, promoting good governance, and strengthening partnerships will be crucial for the nation's survival and progress. The spirit of Ubuntu, the belief that humanity and compassion are the driving forces of progress, must continue to guide Burkina Faso as it navigates the storms ahead. The world is watching, and the story of Burkina Faso, the untold story, is far from over.
Disclaimer: the content of this video is based on credible, publicly available information and is intended for educational, analytical, and informational purposes only. African Spotlight 24 does not promote hate, violence, misinformation, or political unrest. Our goal is to deliver thoughtful insights, highlight local voices, and encourage informed conversations throughout Africa.